Malo elele and welcome to Pacific Pulse. I'm Clement Paligaru. Coming up, hip-hop and Polynesian pride, helping young islanders find their rhythm. The master carver from Tonga, passing on his tradition to a new generation. And in rehearsal with New Zealand's Nesian Mystik. Hip-hop is quite a force in popular culture in New Zealand. Polynesian musicians have been quite critical to its success at home and abroad. But hip-hop has also emerged as a potent expression of islander pride and identity. These are some of New Zealand's biggest names in music, and they're making their mark in the hip-hop world.
Hip-hop is an American art form, but it's a culture, you know, it's a voice of the youth, it's a way to express yourself, and it's something that we've adopted and made our own.
Hip-hop artists like Savage, who's Samoan, have catapulted New Zealand's hip-hop reputation overseas.
Savage has gone on to sell 1.7 million records in America, and he's the highest selling New Zealand artist of all time. We've had, you know, I think 18 gold and platinum records now. So, you know, every time there was a new artist, whether it was Mareko, whether it was Savage or Radna at Ease, now Devolo, we always keep showing that you can put more music out and for it still to be successful.
Polynesians have always been a driving force in New Zealand's hip-hop scene, which began in the 1980s.
When we say Polynesian hip-hop, it's because the children that are doing this music are Samoan, are Tongan, and Niuean, descendants of, you know, Māori.
For Polynesians, hip-hop is about assertion of islander pride and identity.
About it, turn this up on your speakers, see the crowd around it.
It was cool to be Polynesian and being brown and having, you know, seeing your brothers and sisters, you know, on stage.
You definitely find your sense of identity amongst hip-hop because you're representing yourself. Like, my real name is Mark, but my stage name, Mareko, is actually the Samoan translation for Mark.
The big thing about hip-hop is it's about repping where you're from and telling your stories. I guess that's why Polynesians connect so much with it.
Hip-hop has strong appeal because the essence of this style is freedom of expression.
You can make hip-hop your own, you know, it doesn't have to be this way. There's no rules. Hip-hop is what you make of it.
Since we stepped on the scene, we left footprints in your carpet.
Hip-hop has helped some artists transform negative experiences into positives.
When I was 17, I was in jail, and when I got back out, the judge gave me a second chance. I went back, finished off my high school, and that's when I found hip-hop. It was a chance for me to write down what I'm feeling rather than go out and do what I'm feeling.
I'm the role model that these kids they envy.
At this Pacific Community Centre in Auckland, hip-hop is a teaching tool in a rehabilitation program for troubled youth.
Young people come here quite disillusioned, damaged, and, you know, really disenfranchised, disempowered. We teach hip-hop, working with young at-risk Pacific Island Māori young people.
We write about our culture, our families, our communities, our history, our ancestors.
The thing you got to watch out for that makes the Pacific hip-hop different, it's not about putting people down. For Pacifica, it's about bringing people up. And it's about positivity in terms of we are proud to be from the Pacific region.
When I was in school, I used to go late to school. Sometimes I didn't want to go to school. But here I come every day. Instead of living the gang life, you know, back in the streets, the tutors kind of get our minds back into the real world, just to remind us what's the proper way to live our lives.
The students do go back to the streets. Before they perform for family, friends and their community, they're tested with the toughest audience, strangers.
I
think they're amazing. I'm a musician myself, but
This guy, his repertoire is so speedy and I don't even recognize it.
I reckon it's really good because get used to the public out there and overcome our shyness. And we're saying do not be afraid of the streets. Reclaim the streets.
Nesian Mystik is one of New Zealand's most successful music exports, and the group holds workshops for troubled youth, giving them a chance to learn from their idols.
When we do our music, we're held accountable by our communities automatically. There's an expectation upon us to go into the community and give back.
I think when we look at Nesian Mystik, Sheifu, Kinkapisi, Savage, we see voices of achievement. We see voices of excellence who are saying it's okay to be a musician, it's okay to be your ethnic person, but make sure, look after your family. Do not forget where you come from.
Next, we meet Sitiveni Fehoko, a master carver and renowned canoe builder from Tonga. He's passionate about training his successors, the next generation of traditional carvers, as Tania Nugent discovered.
Master carver in Tonga, or a tufunga, is a gathering of all the knowledge of everything. If I don't teach young people about carvings and about the art, I think I'm nothing. I mean, I don't leave anything behind to my people.
Tonga's master carver, Sitiveni Fehoko, was much younger than these apprentices when he was taught how to carve by his father, also a famous carver.
I have a picture in my house, myself, about 7 years of age, sitting down with my dad, doing carving. And after my high school, I worked as a civil servant, working for the government. And then I resigned because I found that nobody doing the work what my dad is doing. And then from there, I started to be a full-time artist.
What part of the whale is this?
It's the skull, the head. And
right. So that's the eye?
Yeah, I think that's where the eye is.
That's huge. What are you going to make this into?
It's going to be a tabletop. So I put a glass on the top and then it's for table. Bone carving is a lost art, but I revived the art in the 70s to 80s. People start now to be a trade for them, and they start doing bone carving to sell and a living from the art. And everything I do, when I wake up in the morning, is all art. And I can say that Old Tonga is one of my latest piece of artwork.
Old Tonga is the traditional replica village Sitiveni built in 2008 as a way to preserve Tonga's craft and customs and share them with visitors.
My plan for the future is to revive every part of the culture of Tonga. And if the government will help us with the youth of Tonga to keep the culture going. It's more than what your hand is creating. It's your mind, your heart, and your hand. You really love doing the thing you do. And anything you touch, you see with your eyes and you feel, and with all your heart. And I think that's how a tufunga is.
Thanks for watching. We leave you with more hip-hop, New Zealand's Nesian Mystik in rehearsal in their garage. See you next time on Pacific Pulse.